For Monique Shihadeh, it was just another video call with her husband, Ray. But in a split second, that normal moment warped into a nightmare she was forced to witness from hundreds of miles away. She could only watch helpless as a masked man ended her husband's life for a fistful of cash and a single vape pen. Ray Shihadeh was a 51-year-old father of 5. His wife Monique described him as larger than life, a man known for his incredible generosity and a sharp sense of humor. He was the co-owner of the M&M Food Mart in Leesburg, Florida, a small convenience store when he was working on the night of May 30th of 2024. The Shihadeh family was incredibly close, and that night started like any other. Ray was on a Facetime call with his wife, a simple everyday connection that was about to be shattered by sudden, senseless violence. The store's own surveillance camera captured the horrifying attack. A man, his face completely covered, stormed into the store waving a gun. On the other end of the video call, Monique heard her husband suddenly scream, "No, no," and then the phone dropped. She kept screaming his name, asking what was happening, but her husband never answered. The gunman shot Ray in the abdomen and head. Then, as Monique saw a blur flash across her phone screen, the attacker hopped over the counter to shoot her husband again as he lay dying on the floor. The killer grabbed less than $100 from the cash register and one vape product before vanishing into the night. Just minutes later, a customer walked into the store, heard Monique's frantic scream still coming from the phone, and found Ray's body behind the counter. They immediately called 911. When Leesburg police arrived, they walked into a devastating scene. Ray was airlifted to a nearby hospital, but it was too late. He succumbed to his injuries. Investigators knew they had to act fast and launch a massive manhunt. Releasing the surveillance photos to the public, even though the attacker was masked, detectives received multiple tips from people who recognized him from his distinctive tattoos. They identified him as 26-year-old Alex Lopez. For nearly a month, Lopez managed to stay one step ahead of the law, sparking a multi-agency search. His mother and sister were even arrested, accused of helping him hide from the police. The manhunt finally slammed shut on June 26 of 2024, when officers from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement's Violent Crime Task Force tracked Lopez to the Sunshine Inn Motel near Kissimmee and took him into custody.
Basically, I left work, I walked in, and I'm like, I hear chaos on the phone. So usually he greets me when I walk in, so I'm like, something's a little odd.
Yeah, of course.
So I turn around the corner, and I hear screaming from the phone, and I see him laid out on the floor, bleeding out. So my immediate instinct was to call it in to get you guys out there to make sure that...
And you didn't see a car pull out or anything when you got in or anything?
Sir.
Nobody running?
No, and I happen to across the street. I work at Walgreens, so right across the street, I usually go out at night, peek around, you know, any suspicious activity or anything.
Yeah, because sometimes we have the homeless hanging around there. They shouldn't be. Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much, other than that, I didn't really see anything. I mean, if I hear anything, I'll let y'all know. But
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. Thank you for calling, though.
No problem. I mean, that's my duty as a civilian. That's the least that I can do, you know.
You'd be surprised, man. Other people walk in and they just leave. That's what people do.
My thing is, you know, who knows how long he was laying out there, and what if I didn't happen to walk in?
Yes, exactly. Is the address on your thing still good?
Yes.
Is it spelled out right address? All right.
To the incident as particular and citrus, please.
All right. And most likely detectives will call you or they'll try to meet with you, okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
I know you're just going to tell them the same thing, but just in case you never know, might remember something between now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, if I hear anything, I'll let y'all know.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, y'all's cameras work outside. I know that, but I'm just thinking in case he went in. Well, they work.
Outside, yes, but
not great.
We have a certain angle.
No, I get it. Most places they just point down. But
so, like, if that car so happened to be like speeding through the lot, you might get that.
Yeah, and then my thought is maybe if he went into your place first, and then we'll check. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So you guys, I'm there tomorrow morning. You're welcome to come and stop by, and then we'll check it out from there.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Get him, it out! Hands up! Hands out! Hands out!
Just wait. Yeah. Keep your hands out.
Move them out of the way. Yeah, they're moving.
Don't reach for anything. You understand?
A couple of cut bags off.
I got nothing on me, sir.
Hey, just stay cool, all right?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Adam. Cut that bolt.
Just handcuff. We'll cut them off.
No, cut it all off. Cut it off. Here, Paul. You got scissors?
Yeah, scissors. Let them little handcuff and we'll cut it off. Okay.
What's your name? Here, use this. Get that off. Start cutting off straps. Here. Find something. I don't know. I feel like dangling the rifle now.
Roll over to your right.
Oh, you had a gun.
No, I was like, what? That ain't no gun. You got no gun on you, bro? No, I ain't got no gun on me, sir. Pull this knee up to your chest.
I got it.
Let go of your pants for me. My bad, bro.
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh, it's at the light.
Yeah.
It was way more space. Yeah. We're cracked. We were going to go off the board.
Keep looking at that wall.
You good?
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
You missed something. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, can I pull up my plan? Or one of y'all can? Thank you.
Yeah, but you're the Yeah.
What's that, a 13? Last name Lopez, right? Huh, sir? Last name Lopez? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, bro? Is the kids all right? Yeah, they good. They're good. They on the other side of the corner. Relax your hands for me, bro. Good, sir. Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good. We're just gonna swap these cuffs out if you can.
Okay, yeah. I'll ask you.
You got your photo?
Maybe you got it?
Huh? You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Mr. Lopez, how are you today?
How you doing, sir?
I'm Sergeant Robinson with the Leesburg Police Department Criminal Investigations Division.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'd like to talk to you today.
Yes, sir.
All right. But I don't talk to anybody without reading them the Miranda rights.
Yes, sir.
You know, you understand that you're here right now.
Recording too, right?
Yeah, you know, so
Yes, sir.
I make sure and I go ahead and I do
It's for your
this.
safety and my safety.
You're good. All right. If I can get this thing out. Okay. My card is stuck. All right. Like I said, I don't talk to anybody without reading this first. That's just the way it is, all right? All right. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have them present with you before and during any questions. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, will be appointed to represent you before and during any questions if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Okay, do you understand each of the rights that I just explained to you?
Yes, sir.
And having these rights in mind, you wish to speak with me.
Sir, I'll speak with my lawyer, yeah. But I ain't got no really, I mean, we can talk whatever you want to ask questions about.
Well, I got to ask you a few questions, but here's the thing. I need to say, yes, you're willing to speak with me, or no, you're not. And if you, at some point, you say, you know what, I don't want to talk no more, then you tell me, I don't want to talk no more.
Yes, sir.
That's all that is to it, okay?
I'm coming off methamphetamine disorder, like, I'm just letting you know.
I got you. How long?
I had bought some yesterday, and I was supposed to read and get some bought some ice. I was gonna sleep there. I'm still feeling it.
How long you been on the meth, man?
So I came home from prison. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I get you. It's probably one of the worst things out there. It's the hardest thing to come off of.
Yeah.
You know, everybody used to talk about, you know, coke was hard to get off of. Well, then heroin, that was the really hard thing. Meth is harder for most. I've seen some of the best people in the world, nicest people in the world, have made stupid mistakes, and it's just a mistake because of the drugs, not because they're bad people or they've done, you know, anything like that. It's the drugs, man. The things twist your mind and make you do things you'd never ever do normally, you know. And it's, hey, get help. That's what you need. You need the help.
I do got help. I got God with me. I always got God.
That's the best help you could possibly have. Do you understand why I wanted to speak to you today? Do you have any idea why?
I don't know, like the other officer said. He said supposedly I was on the news. I don't watch cable. I don't watch none. I stay in the house. I don't got friends like that. So like I said, I just came home from prison. I really stayed myself. Stay out of the way. And I watch like, I got smart TV, so I watch all the apps on there, like Hulu, all that. Other than that.
Okay. How long you been in Orlando now?
Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando, Kissimmee, you know, this area up in this way.
I've been here for about a month. I want to say almost a month.
Almost a month.
About a month, 2 months, almost 2 months.
What made you come up to Orlando area?
What made me come out here?
Yeah.
Oh, we just came out here to take the kids out there to SeaWorld and stuff. That's about it. But we couldn't never come up with the money to get the tickets or the ride.
They're expensive nowadays, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Who'd you come up with?
Who I come with? Oh, a friend I had just met.
A friend you just met?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I met when I came home from prison.
What's her name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she trying to help you get off the? Is she trying to help you get off the stuff?
Yeah, she is. She was. She's a good mom and stuff. She like was nothing but the best for her kids, and that's what I do to them. As long as they fine, hey, that's all that matters. Her little kids.
Yeah, that's good. You know, if you got that person that's trying to help you get off the stuff, because like I said, I've been doing this now for 26 years. Okay, and I specialize in certain crimes, and I have seen some of the best people in the world who have made the bad mistakes. You know, and the mistakes weren't them. It's not them as a person. It was just something that happened that night.
I ain't trying to disrespect you.
No, I know, I got you.
I ain't trying to disrespect you, none of that, but you really just told me that, sir.
No, I just, you know, I'm talking about
Questions, not the same question.
You have no idea why I'd want to talk to you.
I'm trying to see. I'm waiting for you to tell me. Like, I know.
I'm investigating a robbery.
Yes,
Happened
sir.
in
But I know
Leesburg.
one thing. If I don't got nothing to really say on my behalf, because if y'all say, if y'all obviously got these on me, y'all have me on the news, whatever, you say I allegedly did this, supposedly, when I know I ain't do nothing, but hey, that's y'all. Y'all say I allegedly did that. I'm not trying to be a smart with you. No,
I completely.
All the respect.
Here's the thing. So, I don't believe in sugarcoating things. I believe in just being upfront, honest, right?
Yes, sir.
So, when I do these cases, I let the evidence speak for itself. You know, some people talk, and then when they want to talk to me, the biggest thing I always look for is I always want to know why. You know, and some people, like you said, you know, good people do, you know, do bad things because of the drugs, right? So I try to
understand people do good, bad things about drugs. I never said that out my mouth at all.
No, you never said that. You never said that. What I'm saying is, over all my years, out of all the people I've talked to, I've arrested some really good people, big hearts that have done they made mistakes that they wouldn't normally do, you know, and it was because of the drugs. So the question is, how do they get help? You know, get that help.
Drugs do have people doing crazy stuff.
It makes them do some really bad stuff sometimes, and it doesn't mean it's a bad person. It means they made a mistake. That's all.
Yeah, but other people.
Yeah, and my thing is, you know, hey, look, I just like to know why. Sometimes, you know, what was it? The drugs? Was there a reason why they did what they did?
Why they did that? I don't know what they do.
No, not other people.
I don't even know.
Alex, listen to me. Not other people.
I worry about myself.
I know you should right now because you're in hot water right now. You understand why you're in here, Alex? You're under arrest. You understand that, right?
I understand what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. If I'm under arrest, sir, hey, you read me my rights. And I ain't gonna speak no more, sir.
If you don't want to speak to me?
I mean, I'm trying to speak to you, but you keep on asking me the same question, sir.
I'm not asking the same question. What I'm asking you is, I'm trying to explain to you why I want to ask, because I want to understand. I want to understand why you did what you did.
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't do nothing.
What you talking about? I really don't.
Okay. When was the last time you were in the city of Leesburg? You can lie to me if you want to. You can lie to me if you want to.
I go all through Lake County, Orlando, all through this area.
Okay.
I be all through there.
All right. So you don't remember the last time you were in Leesburg? Has it been within the last month?
Probably not.
Probably not in the last month.
Probably not.
Probably
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think I drove past it before. Probably like, not even right there, going toward like the interstate, going towards like out here.
Well, I know
you know, I'm staying Wildwood. Right?
Yeah, I know where you're staying.
So I go through on the interstate and come out here.
I got you. Well, you don't have to go through Leesburg though to get on the interstate.
I ain't got no license.
Okay. Well, you just said you drove out here. That's why I was curious. That's fine. So you ever been in Leesburg for a month? You think, roughly? Guess.
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
I'm telling you, I know for a fact you have, man, Alex.
I don't think I have.
Alex, do you know that store that you were in had multiple cameras?
What are you talking about? I ain't been in no store.
You ain't been in no store?
No.
Okay. I'll print this picture out later, Alex, just because I already have copies of it. I got a picture I'd like to show you here, Alex.
I don't want to speak no more.
You don't want to speak no more? You don't want to see the picture?
You can show me the picture.
I'm just asking if you want to see the picture. If you don't want to see the picture, I won't show you the picture.
I respect you. You can show me the picture, but I'm not speaking no more.
All right, let's see. My camera.
I'll speak to you with a lawyer.
You gonna speak to me with a lawyer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the deal, Alex. If you're gonna speak to me with a lawyer, then we can't talk, and I have to make that very clear, okay? Because the minute you ask for a lawyer or you say you're gonna speak with a lawyer, we're done talking. Unless you say, I want to speak to you. I want to give you a chance because you know what? Right now, I've got charges on you for homicide, armed robbery, possession by a convicted felon, possession of a firearm during the use and commission of a felony. I'm giving you the only chance you're going to get between now and the time you see a judge to explain the why. Because if he sees remorse, the remorse is what saves your bottom. If there's no remorse, guess what? Roll the dice. Let's see what happens. I do this for a living. I've been doing it for 26 years. I get all the evidence together and I say, here you go, Your Honor. The only thing that helps is when that person says, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was not what I was trying to do. And this is what happened. But that's okay. You're trying to get past that. you're trying to say, Your Honor, I made a mistake, but I wasn't trying to do this. That's remorse. That was the drugs. That was this. But if you don't want to do that, that's up to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll speak to you on later.
All right. You want to speak with the lawyer? Stay right there and have a seat.
You said, obviously, you had all them charges on. Go ahead.
I do have a charge on you. I have a warrant for your arrest right now for premeditated murder.
The judge can talk to me.
I got you. Not a problem, Alex. Hang tight right there.
The trial of Alex Lopez kicked off in December of 2025. The prosecution built its case on the chilling surveillance footage and the gut-wrenching testimony of the only person who witnessed the murder firsthand, Ray's wife. On the stand, a tearful Monique Shihadeh recounted the final horrific moments of her husband's life. She told the jury how she heard him scream, followed by a gunshot. I kept asking him, "What's happening? What's going on?" He never responded, she testified. All of a sudden, I saw a blur pass across the screen and I screamed. The defense team argued that Monique didn't actually see Lopez pull the trigger, but the evidence against him was overwhelming. In a key piece of testimony, Lopez's own cousin took the stand, telling the court he recognized Lopez in the surveillance images by his hair and nose. Before we get to the verdict, if you find these deep dives into pursuit of justice compelling, please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. And thank you all for watching. After deliberating for just 3 hours, the jury came back with a unanimous verdict. On December 17th of 2025, Alex Lopez was found guilty of first-degree murder and robbery with a firearm. He was immediately sentenced to life in prison without any possibility of parole. Prosecutors had previously decided not to seek the death penalty. State Attorney Bill Gladson didn't mince words, calling Lopez a ruthless, wannabe thug who decided a man's life was worth less than $100 and a vape. For Ray's family, the verdict brought a measure of justice, but it could never fill the void his murder left behind. Monique Shihadeh said that while the pain of her loss will always be there, the verdict was the perfect carriage of justice. A husband and a father was brutally murdered for almost nothing. A tragedy that left a family shattered and a community in shock, all captured in the final, horrifying moments of a simple video call.